What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty here with an AFC matchup. The Toronto Huskies traveling to Austin, Texas to take on the Armadillos. This was a game that was supposed to be streamed on Twitch yesterday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, hence the graphic, of course, the time and Twitch on there. But due to other circumstances, of course, with Rob Roby having to go through some surgery, he says he's going to be back on Sunday to be able to commentate the games. Hopefully everything goes well with him. But I had to take over this one and until our old boy gets himself back together and everything in his mouth. But, I mean, those teeth, man, I know you guys can't see them, but they looking pearly white, man. Like Bill said in the CU earlier when we were talking about it, looked like he could be on a Orbit commercial. So maybe he'll be smiling a lot more in the Discord, showing off more pictures. But that is the reason why we had this game pushed back. And we usually have a game on Friday sometimes. But that's when we have an influx of a lot of games. Haven't had that many so far this past week. And so here we are with this game getting played tonight in Austin. The Huskies coming into this game 2-1. And the Austin Armadillos coming off a loss, a close loss to the Bulldogs with a 2-2 record. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one turns out. Appreciate you guys who are here. Let's give a shout out to the guys who are here. We got KJ Brown. We've got Christian Curry. Got Exclusive Sparks, excuse me. And we got Jay Bird Gaming. Of course, Ethan Long, Mitchie. Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream as always. And the guys who are here that haven't commented yet, as always, your support. Very much appreciated on the league. But with that being said, not really too much to go off on, except for guys, if you're new to the Relocation Football League and would like to become a part of the RFL, get your players' careers started, go to our website right now at relocationfootballleague.com. Our player applications will remain open throughout the entire season and will close after the Relocation Bowl. But as you can see, we had a star, Drake Crowell. I mean, we didn't get to see him play in college and everything. Came in, a legendary GOAT in the RFL. But your player will start 1 year in college, and then after that will be entered into the RFL draft and drafted to be in the RFL. So that's the journey that your player will take, and you will be able to get your player on that journey to start with a $5, of course, fee on the application once submitted. So once also you've done that, we'll send you a Discord invite, and you'll be able to talk amongst the other draft prospects. And then coming up the following year, which will be played, the series will be played in August. So an opportunity you don't want to miss there. And with that being said, as always, let's go ahead and get a look at our sponsors from SeatGeek and get straight into this game.
This is Anna. She's crazy about football. Her team is playing at home next week and she really wants to go. But when she looks for tickets, they're all sold out. Anna doesn't know where else to look. There are hundreds of confusing websites and scalpers are sketchy. But then Anna discovers SeatGeek. SeatGeek finds tickets from hundreds of sources and puts them all in one interactive map. Anna easily buys the best deal with 2 taps and no surprises. When game day arrives, Anna scans her ticket using SeatGeek and gets to her seat before the first snap. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy tickets. This is Anna.
I almost replayed that commercial right there, my bad, but appreciate you guys once again coming through. And as always, with the SeatGeek, if you use our promo code RFL, you get a $20 discount off your purchase, so make sure you take advantage of that. Helps us out, helps you out with the discount, and of course, everybody wins in the scenario. With that being said, I'll be back in a little bit here to kick up this game. Toronto Huskies versus the Austin Armadillos. Who you guys got winning this one? Let me know in the chat, and I'll be right back. And so you guys hear the sound. You know what time it is. It's RFL game day. And it's time to take down the sweet graphic of the Reimagined series made by Rob Roby. As we get a look at the official logos of the teams here. The Huskies and the Armadillos going at it here in an AFC matchup in Week 5 here in Texas. And of course, the scenario looking different. It's daylight here, but it's nighttime, and where I'm at Eastern time right now, it's 7:36 But still, should make for some great lighting, some great play here. Looks like a clear day. Everything should be good here as you see the Armadillos coming out onto the field. The Huskies coming out in that white and baby blue. I think this is going to be a good one right here. Coach Chiz and Coach DeRocher. I really struggle on his name, man. I think it's DeRocher. I'm going to say DeRocher. Hopefully I said it correct there, Coach. I see he's in chat right now. But give me a little bit of a leeway with that name. I'll get a hang of it at some point. You see, we got Roby in the building here. We got Awesome Crocodile along with we see Coach Law in the building, Coach Armstrong, and we get a look at the star tight end, the rookie. And Hudson's been having himself one heck of a season. You can see what he did so far in this past week. He had 3 touchdowns last week in his last performance. They just came off a bye week. So, I mean, these guys, they got some talent. They sure enough got some talent on the offensive side of the ball, and they will be getting the ball to start the game. This is kind of what the Armadillos want. They want to see how their defense is going to stack up against these guys. And with that being said, you know what time it is. It's RFL game day. Huskies taking on the Armadillos. Ball on the tee. And here goes the kick down the field, as it will be fielded at the 4-yard line. Dangerous returner right here as he'll get it close to the 30. They will say he got to the 30. That's going to be Dwight Samuel. And we'll get a look at Brady Hudson, the starting quarterback for the Toronto Huskies. Been the starting quarterback for this franchise since the very beginning. One of those risk-reward type of players. I mean, he definitely is not afraid to take those shots down the field, but I wouldn't be either with the caliber of receivers that he's got on his side of the ball. But here he is lining up in the shotgun, coming out, spreading out the field, trips to the right side, but they'll run it here. And a good wrap-up tackle as he's brought down at the 32. Now it's Michael Kelly, the rookie linebacker, in on that tackle. We get a look at this Huskies offense in depth. The offensive line has struggled mightily for them this season, but the playmakers have really kept them at bay with a good offense still. And I mean, if they could get that offensive line together and give him some time, this offense can always look about to be one of the most explosive in the entire league. I formation though, a handoff and good tackle once again. It looks like the Huskies trying to establish a run game here early. 2 carries back-to-back with Corey Leonidas, and that's going to be Vasti Rodenhauser, the former Defensive Rookie of the Year back in Season 2. And this is his first year back. He missed 2 years due to not being suspended. He was let go from the league. I guess you could say he's suspended indefinitely due to drug enhancements, I guess you could say. Couldn't lay off the green, I guess I could say there. But he's cleaned himself up, and he's been a pretty good, solid player here for the Armadillos. Here goes Hudson's moving around, and he just throws this one away. Nobody open. That is excellent coverage down the field. The offensive line did their job, but the defensive backs and the defensive coverage in general did their job as well and shut down everything. Nowhere to go for Brady Hudson, and that's a 3-and-out. Good defense. Armadillos have always had themselves pretty solid defense. And they come out strong there with that stop. And here goes good tackle there in the open field. That's Jay Smooth that's going to bring down Evan Muir. And here goes the new starting quarterback. He started last week against the Bulldogs. Here he is in his second start, but he always seems to find his way back. And on top of the depth chart is Drew Hartsock, the original starting quarterback for the Austin Armadillos. Didn't play too bad last week. He did throw 2 interceptions, but for the most part, he looked great. Those 2 interceptions were, of course, costly. But let's see what he can do here against this Huskies defense. A good pass there, but great defense as that's broken up by Mac Woodley. Tried to get that one to Woodard. And we'll get a look at the Armadillos offense in depth. We talked about Hartsock. Here's a look at his receivers. Maurice Darman having himself quite a monster year here at receiving. 2nd and 10 at the 17, a handoff, and here goes the infamous Carlos Berry. He gets to the 20, and he could just run through anybody as you saw he do the first defender there on that play, but we get an in-depth look at this Huskies defense. This is the same just about defense that won them the Relocation Bowl championship just last season. A lot of big playmaking ability by this unit.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
3rd and 6, setting up the running back screen, and that's going to be dropped. That's going to be a 3 and out by the Huskies defense as well. He tried to throw that one out to Travion Hurd, and he couldn't haul it in. Looked like it was there. Came right off the hands. Maybe the effect of him not wearing gloves, who knows? But that is a missed opportunity there for the Armadillos, and they are going to have to punt this one away. So both defenses coming out hot here. Quick 3 and outs. And he's going to field this one at about the 24. He's a dangerous returner, and boy, does he get hit there by Corliss. That's Deshaun McQuarters on the return, and the Huskies on their second offensive trip out onto the field are going to bring back out number 6 here, Brady Hudson. Tried to establish the run game early on with 2 straight run plays, and that just quickly shut down the offense. And they look like they're still trying to get the run game going here, as that is going to be blown up by Sean Blunt, the linebacker, coming off of that left edge. Nowhere to go right there at all for Corey Leonidas. And I think at this point, the Huskies might got to get back to their bread and butter here, start out throwing the football, being aggressive. That's what they got to do, because right now the run game just seems to be completely shut down and keyed in on by this Armadillos defense.
Set. 18 Gator.
Shotgun handoff again, and Leonidas once again not getting any room to maneuver. Really still focusing on trying to get the run game going. My bad for the vibration there on the phone. But we get a look at this Armadillos defense right there, number 99 at middle linebacker, Zachary Dombrowski. Won Defensive Player of the Week for the AFC just this past week. Had 11 tackles. I think he had a forced fumble and a touchdown. And the guy was a monster. The 3rd and 13, play action. Brady Hudson taking a shot down the field, and that's going to be slightly overthrown, incomplete. Once again, solid defense by the Armadillos, but I think the Huskies right now, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot coming out here with, I'd have to say, too conservative play calling. And right there, this is I believe their second pass of the game right now. And to me, that just should not be the case. Huskies going to punt this one away. And this will take a bounce inside the 10 in the end zone for a touchback.
We play to win. Let's go.
It's good, Chris Polk. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. YouTube Infinity TV. And Nashawn, appreciate you coming through the live stream as well. 1st and 10 at the 20. Armadillos. Hartsock under center. Here goes the motion. Handoff. Here goes Carlos Berry with some spacing. Man, does he get hit down low. That completely stopped him in his tracks. That's Robert Staymates, the Pro Bowl safety, with a big hit right there. Good thing Berry hangs on to this one. Another look at this one. Man, he just flipped him. He just comes downhill with no hesitation. Very good in run support. Great cover, safety, just an all-around package at the safety position. Solid player right there. That's what you got to do to take down Berry. Here goes some play action, throw down the field, and what a catch. That's a first down at the 41-yard line by Luis Luciano. His first reception good for 27 yards. And one thing about Luis Luciano coming into the league, he came in as a free agent back in season 2 of the RFL. He was looked at as a very undersized tight end, but he made his way up the depth chart. I believe he's been a starter ever since he came in, just showing off his ability to still make plays. And to be at 6'1" and very undersized and underweight, this guy still is a great blocker and still is at that position at tight end. I mean, that's almost like a cheat code with this guy on the offensive side of the ball. But 1st and 10, here goes a handoff, bouncing to the outside, and he lowers the shoulder, trying to run through a couple of Huskies, but they are able to take him down for a 5-yard gain. It's now 2nd and 5. It was good, Eddie Bullard. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. A little pump fake and back to the ground with Carlos Berry. He doesn't have the speed, but there's two things that he's got, and that is vision and strength. And he'll get it done with both of those. But 1st and 10 here